Welcome back, everybody. Well, we have some fresh, hot off the press Bachelor Nation news.
We found this out just under an hour ago, but gives everybody some time to process this. So we'll bring in. Are we bringing in the entire crew with this one? Yeah. All right, let's do that. We'll bring in Roger, Frank, and Mel as well. Well, let's talk about this. The Bachelor has officially named Matt James as the franchise's first Black Bachelor. That was just announced just prior to 9 a.m. this morning. We've had a Black Bachelorette once in the 24 seasons, but never a Black Bachelor. Matt James was supposed to be a part of this last season's Bachelorette with Claire Crawley, who was going to be the oldest Bachelorette that they had as well. They said this about the statement, because the timing is a little interesting to a lot of people, and people, just a few days ago, we spoke about the fact that there's never been a Black Bachelor in 24 seasons, and the show has been called out on their lack of diversity for a long, long time from Bachelor Nation. So the timing for this, again, is interesting for a lot of people. Rachel Lindsay, who was the Black Bachelorette, the only one in franchise history, she also said she would cut ties with the reality show if there was not a Black Bachelor cast. And she said this past weekend. So this announcement comes on the heels of that, has a lot of people questioning things in the how genuine it is. The executives at ABC for The Bachelor are saying this was something we've been thinking about for a little bit of time. Matt was cast as one of the suitors for Claire in this season. When we saw him, we thought we would see how it would go, but he was our lead choice for the next Bachelor already.
And of course, some people are suspects, saying, really, the timing isn't lost on us. Maybe that is the truth. Maybe they're using this right now as an opportunity. If that's the case, just own it and say, you guys, you're right, we're listening. Change is being made. We want to do our part in showcasing diversity once and for all. Not just talk about it and then cast again like somebody in the front row, whether it's Bachelor or Bachelorette or Bachelor, where it's predominantly white members cast.
And that same executive said, we're not looking to have a pat on the back. It's not why we're doing this right now. And we're not saying, hey, look at us, look at us. So again, there's a lot to go through here, and I've already tweeted about this, and people are kind of, there's both sides to it. Yeah, so let's get the take from everybody else. Let's start. Mel, what do you think about this? I know you watch The Bachelor, so what are your thoughts?
I've been watching it pretty much since the beginning, and we've been talking about the lack of diversity for years. How many seasons did you say? 24?
24,
yeah. 24. And so to have only one Black Bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay, and now this seems very suspect to me. But now you haven't had an Asian Bachelor or Bachelorette. You haven't had anyone East Indian. You haven't had anyone other than being white. So I think the conversation goes beyond this, and I think the timing is interesting. I think it's very interesting.
That being said, it is a step forward. Now, Frankie, I know he used to be on the Bachelor bandwagon with me, and then one day he went off. It used to be your guilty pleasure. We would talk about it, Frank, and then you're like, I don't know, I think I'm done with it. Would you be willing to watch this? Come on, Frank, come back.
Well, you know what? I'm really, The Bachelor, let's be very honest, guys, it's not a politically correct show.
Yeah.
And it's a show that hasn't been politically correct from its beginning. And it's good to see that it is making some changes, but it's pretty almost comical that they're trying to be politically correct. It's a show that's, it's lost me. It's just lost me because you go through phases in life. Would I watch again? And maybe I would turn on just to see, are they taking an opportunity right now? I'm just glad they're making change, but I hope they're not doing this for an opportunity, but it's really from their ethics and values why they're doing this, and it's not a politically correct show. That's the main.
So you don't want it to be like a flash in the pan, we're good now. It's like, let's continue this and progress forward. It's not a one and done. Yeah, what do you think of it, Raj? It is a guilty pleasure. There's a reason it's been around for 24 seasons. There's something about the formula that people just love to see. So what do you think of this move?
It's a bit of, you know me. I watch this religiously, not. They do have a formula, and when a formula works, it's hard to change sometimes. And when it comes to saying, well, we've been looking at him as our potential lead, I don't know how long it takes to put the show together or when they have to make the decisions. This decision may have been made, and they were trying to keep it quiet. May have been made months ago, and maybe they decide now is the time to say, look, this is what we're doing. Or maybe they did make the change now. Not being behind the scenes on how long it takes to put the show together and make all these decisions, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what? Maybe they did do this. They decided this before everything happened, and we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They're trying to bring about change.
And it's
a tough road to walk for them.
Yeah, it's nice of you to give them the benefit of the doubt for sure on that. I will say this, so that formula...
I'm just saying, I'm saying is, I know it, I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of how long it takes to put that show together.
And it's
That's
also,
what
we
I
don't
wanna
want
give
the
them.
2 steps forward, 3 steps back there.
Yeah.
So, for example, with Claire, it was this big to-do about finally you're not only seeing people in their 20s and at max early 30s brought onto the show because they were saying it's ageist. So then it was the fact of here she is. I forget how old she is. She might be about
36,
37,
yeah.
30. And, you know, but then there was some criticism that the Bachelors cast for her season were all very young. So they're like, are you saying that finally here you are presenting this Bachelorette in her 30s, late 30s, but now she's only being matched with people in their 20s? So they said, let's revisit that. So, you know, maybe there's finally some progress.
I hope it's progress because this is something that as of March, he was going to be on her season as a suitor. And they say that there were conversations behind the scenes that maybe if things don't work out with him and Claire, that he would be the Bachelor. But that's what they say. That's only 2 months ago.
Right.
Right. So I want it to be progress for real. That formula that Roger's talking about, yeah, it is a formula, and it's mindless TV with reality TV and all that stuff, but that can be diverse still.
Yeah.
That mindless TV can still be diverse. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction.
A step in the right direction.
And that's it. Everybody have a great weekend.
Have a great step into your weekend. Thank you for watching all week long. This wraps up BC Canada. Have a safe one. See you back here Monday.
Guys.